right, we are live. All right. Here we go. Okay. All righty. Same as it ever was. All right. What is this? What is this, Tanner? Ah. Yeah. Sure. 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 Right. Sure. Oh, right. Uh-huh. Sure. Sure. Right. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. All right, let's take a look over here what Tanner's got going on in the office. You know, I can start knocking out those tubs today. Those tubs. I'll start knocking out those tubs. Those tubs. Tubs. There's stuff in the tubs. Is that Dale Evans?
We had quite a few of these. There was one, all of them were inside of a lobby card sleeve, but this one does not have a.
Interesting. We'll put it right up here. We got quite a few autographs now to authenticate.
Have you looked through that?
I haven't. Okay. I have not looked through this, Tanner. But I can get to it. I can get to it.
It's great stuff.
Is that the flip crate there?
Yeah.
Tanner's working on it. All right. All right. We got evening. Hi there, folks. Hey, hey, hello, hello, and good evening from Atlanta. Is that Elvis you to be sold or an auction item? Greetings, everyone. Is that Elvis you to be sold an auction item? I will wait for a clarification on your statement or question. All right. Let me turn down my volume. Group, share, 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 copy link, share, copy link. This, 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 Facebook, link. Hopefully it doesn't crash. It's been crashing, Tanner. I need to report that to Jake. We've been having some crashes on Facebook. I meant to update everything tonight, all of our software. All right, well, let's just update the software. Show's over, and we're going to go back to, we're all going to just go to bed. Joking. I'm joking. I am so joking. Late night CD jam. You missed one last night, Darren. I went through about 250 metal CDs last night. That's what that stack is. This is the leftovers back here.
Did you find the money?
Yeah. That's them. And I still got more, not metal, but they're still good CDs. Do I want a Red Bull? Oh, yeah, Zeppelin. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't understand you there, Tan. You had a mouthful of potato chips. There are 0 guitar picks left. There's 0 metal CDs left. Well, there's not. There's a few. Hey, man, y'all can't go to bed. You'll miss everything. We don't have leftovers here. I sell the heck out of this stuff. All right, let's get this posted on our story. All right. World record. They sold 4 Mego Star Trek figures for $120,593. World record prices. The Star Trek Aliens Mego prototypes sold for $120,593. Wow. 4 action figures. 1/8 of a million. Best of them said, yeah, Tim Graham stayed up late. He bought like 10 movie posters. I'm telling you, everybody's like, oh, I'm getting sleepy. I'm just going to go to bed. And then I'm like, all right, here's the next crate. It's been an item you've been looking for your whole life. Unbelievable. What am I doing here? I'm trying to post on our story. Let's go over here and let's do story. I got a Zeppelin poster too, but it's not Led Zeppelin. It's just a Zeppelin poster. Make sense? Oh, it's heavy. It's a Zeppelin. It's not a lot Zeppelin. It's just a Zeppelin. Okay. Tim Graham's at work. I'm at work. I'm clocking in. And my question is, how much new vinyl showed up and is it priced? If not, I may need some assistance. Some of it has stickers. I know I didn't print it out like for him like I usually do. Okay, there is a crate of Japanese. Somewhere David Johnson just went, whew, thank God. Japanese. Uh-oh. Yeah, no prices on these. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need some help for this. Who wants to do it, Tanner or Laura? Laura's next on deck. I can probably do a lot of it on the fly. I like doing that sometimes because I'll tell you why. It's pretty fun to reveal it that way. It's like, boom, here's the price. That way Laura can be working on other stuff. It'll be fun that way. Sounds good to me. Okay, we're ready to get started. First thing we're going to do is this. I am going to move my mic down because this little fuzzy thing is tickling my chin. There we go. All right, much better. All right, so it looks like we got 3 crates of new vinyl, a Japanese crate. Paul and Laura here are marking new arrivals. and we're ready for a full-fledged show. As soon as I adjust my neck and my back, oh, very much. Tanner, I pulled a muscle trying to throw that big 2-drawer cabinet into the back of the dump trailer. I tried picking it up, and I had it halfway up. I was going to press it, and it came back on top of me. I thought I was down for the count, but I woke up, and now the soreness is gone. So the Hard Rock guitar picks are gone. There are no guitar picks left, unfortunately. All the Tom Petty's are gone, all the stuff from Kevin Cave of Rock, until I can find more, okay? I'm sure there's more guitar picks somewhere in this building. At one time, I used to have binders full of them. We sold that entire collection one night. Okay? Here we go, but I do have this. It's a 1978 Star Wars calendar. How cool is that? A 1978 Star Wars calendar. There's Darth Vader choking some guy out. There is Luke picking out his droid. There's Luke trying to find Obi-Wan. You know, there's C-3PO as the centerfold. There's a stormtrooper missing a shot. There's this, there's that. There's Obi-Wan. There's Luke and Leia. Layla? Layla. How about Leia? This is a $15 start, okay? That's an original 1978 Star Wars calendar, okay? This is the only mini guitar that came in. This is the only mini guitar that's come in this week. It's a Jimmy Page double neck. Honestly, it's wrapped up so nicely, I don't know if I really want to unravel it, but it's his red double neck Gibson EDS 1275. So if anybody would like that one, it's $69.99. That's a Jimmy Page red double neck Gibson cherry red EDS 1275 that he iconically used. He got that originally so he could play stuff like Stairway to Heaven and Song Remains the Same and the Rain Song, so he could play those live, Tanner, because it's a 12-string and 6-string guitar song, and he couldn't be swapping guitars, so he got that double neck. Yep. All right. Next auction is this. We have, going up right now, I've got a bunch of sealed stuff here. Most of this is going to be just straight price. Somehow my desk ends up with sealed stuff on it, which is good. Some of it's auctionable. Some of it I'm just going to price. But here is Chicago, the Blues today. This is sealed. Johnny Shine, Johnny Young, and this is a $15 start. $15 start, Star Wars and that. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the CDs last night that didn't sell one more time. These are $9.99. They're all pretty much metal and hard rock. Whitesnake, Saints and Sinners. Mark Bolan and T-Rex, 20th Century Boy, The Ultimate Collection. 6 a.m., the Heroin Diary soundtrack. That is 6 a.m., Nikki Sixx, Savatage, Poets and Madmen, Seven Dust, Stone Temple Pilots 4, and Shotgun Messiah, Second Coming. So those are all $9.99. Michael Butler's first on Mark Bolan and T-Rex. That was Whitesnake, 6 a.m., Savatage, Seven Dust, Stone Temple Pilots, and Shotgun Messiah. Darren Chrisman also on Seven Dust. And Patty was next on Mark, but you were first on 6 a.m. All right, and right now the sealed Chicago Blues today is a $15 start. And the Star Wars calendar has one bid for $15. Tony Murphy says that calendar will repeat itself in the year 2034. So whoever buys this calendar in the year 2034, set a reminder on your phone, bring that calendar back out, and you can still use it. Mark it on your calendar to remind yourself in 2034 to bring out your 1978 Star Wars calendar. How about Sweet? Give us a wink. We have Talk Show, Whitesnake, Come and Get It. We have Sympathy X, Twilight in Olympus. Lou Reed, Rock and Roll Animal. I've actually got two of those. Whitesnake, Self-Titled, Quiet Riot 3, and Raging Slab. Those are all $9.99, Tanner. And then over here, we have these for $9.99. Rush, Exit Stage Left. David Lee Roth, A Little Ain't Enough. David Lee Roth, Skyscraper. Rockstar Supernova. Paul Stanley, Live to Win. And this one is Sweet Tea. It has some pretty bad jewel case damage, though. Michael Butler on a Lou Reed Rock and Roll Animal. You got it. I'll give you that one right there. That's sold to Michael Butler. And the last three are Smash Gladys, Social Intercourse, Stars, Brightest Stars Anthology, and Whitesnake Gold, a double LP. Claymore on Quiet Riot 3. And y'all should have seen this collection when we started. We had a whole box of metal CDs, mostly 70s, 80s metal, 90s, and hard rock. And that's all that's left right there. This is a Star Wars calendar. It's not an album. It's a 1978 Star Wars calendar. Patty has had it for $15 for like 15 minutes. I'm about to sell it to her. And nobody bid on the Chicago Sealed Blues today. I'm going to make that a quick buy now for $15. If anybody wants it, go right ahead. There's already 2 crates up here from Paul. Laura's dropped off all the auctions. And guess what? We just got a lot of stuff to go through. We got a whole lot of stuff to go through. Got a sealed blues record here, Chicago Blues Today. That is unopened too, just a $15 buy it now on this. Lisa Torres on Rush. She wants the Exit Stage Left. That's sold to Lisa for $9.99. And Clay Moore on Smash Gladys. Yeah, when no one bought that last night, I was like, gosh, if we have that on vinyl, it like causes World War II. Patty gets the Star Wars calendar for $15. Thank you, Patty. That's so to you. And I'm going to take that and these sold CDs right around the corner here. And I'm going to go ahead and hopefully we got a clear miscellaneous table, Tanner. We don't. We're going to need a lot of room for miscellaneous. I guess I can put them over there. I'll lay them right there for right now. We're going to need a lot of miscellaneous rooms. We're about to sell a lot of miscellaneous stuff tonight. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is sell a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. No, we're about to get started on vinyl right now. Let me stack this sealed crate right here. We're about to go through this morning's video. Let me throw up some more auctions. And first thing we have is, this is actually new and I hadn't been showing it enough. This is the Tool Fear Inoculum box set, $189.99. We auctioned a pre-owned one the other night for like $170, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We can get these brand new if anybody wants one. Unfortunately, I ordered one, and I hadn't sold it yet. That's how it goes sometimes. All right, there's a couple things there, too. There's acid bath. I'll put it over here with the other acid bath. Awesome. And here we go. And I'm going to lay these right there. All right, so let's pull up this morning's video. That's sold to Michael Butler. Let me get it tagged first. Where's my monster at? Where's this? Where's that? Hopefully everybody's hit the like button on Facebook. Let me reset my view counter over here so I can see how many people's watching. I used to see on my phone, but no luck anymore. So I am going to refresh it over here so I can see everything. Already got 196. Pagan is in. Yes. Pagan is in. Lisa Torres also wants the Whitesnake Gold Collection. Thank you. $9.99. All right. About everything that I thought would sell has sold. So there's that. And thanks for everybody for spending Wednesday night. Wednesdays are always fun. I always call it the eve of metal night because Wednesday nights lead up to probably one of the biggest sales of the week. And there's always some sneaky good stuff comes through on Wednesday nights because we got Paul and Laura here marking records. And we got Japanese tends to be delivered on Wednesday, just something about it. And there was some deliveries today. Let's click on, see the 14 records they got pre-sold this morning. Manic Frustration, KC, that's it right there, yeah. Manic Frustration, KC, Alicia Keys, Harry Potter, Deftones, Black Crowes, David Lee Roth, Dropkick Murphys, Rancid, Michael Jackson, David Lee Roth, and The Struts. Somebody else has asked me about the Def Leppard guitars. Patty, I'm pretty positive I have a sticky note on a waiting list. And if not, I'll ask whoever's watching the sale to make me a note right now. Def Leppard mini guitars, because you're about the third person who's asked. Now, about a month ago, someone said, Chad, they're coming out with new mini guitars. I looked it up, and there was nothing available for pre-order through my distributor. So I don't know if they offer them as pre-orders or you just got to wait until they get them in stock and then you just buy them. Because I've never done a pre-order for a mini guitar. I've never seen them for pre-order. Now, typically, they offer pre-orders for everything, even for the new puzzles. So I'll be on the lookout for sure, okay? Michael Butler got that Chicago Blues. There's that. And over here is the following. I have what? Okay. I got actually a couple Japanese from last week that didn't get bids that I'm going to reduce the price on. So these are going to be bumped down for beginner for let's get them sold starting bids. Jimmy Page, Death Wish 2 soundtrack, Japanese pressing, $15 start. Really, hey, there's the guitar I was just talking about. There's this double neck. I've got that as a mini guitar, the EDS 1275. $15 start on that. And Eric Clapton, another ticket. Talking about two guitars there. $15 start on those. And are these all the Beatles here? Yeah. I actually got to confirm authenticity for these. I think they're legit. But there's a couple that, yeah, they're all good. This one here is awesome. Yeah. I'll get Paul to sign that in Nashville next month. In my dreams. Okay. Let's push this right back here, and we're ready to go. $15 start on those Japanese pressings. I'll make the first new LP, Tool Fear Inoculum box set, $189.99. Let me just tell you this. If you've never heard this, you need to. That's all I got to say. We won't get into a full-length endorsement again. Unfortunately, they're not paying me anything to endorse their albums. We have Metallica Master of Puppets. This is a 180-gram remaster. This is sealed for $29.99. Master of Puppets, Metallica, $29.99. The Melvins Houdini. The Melvins is $39.99. That's for Houdini. That's actually pressed at Third Man. It is a gatefold jacket, $39 on that. And then King's X. A couple weeks ago, they reissued some of their albums that had either A, never been on vinyl or hadn't been pressed in a long time. This is one of them. This is King's X Manic Moonlight. It's a gatefold jacket, $39.99. Death Wish is at $15. Thank you, Clifford Umstead. Final call to get a bid on Clapton. Gonna move through some of these. I mean, they've already been up once. They was probably up twice. And now I'm just trying to get them sold so we can get into the new stuff. Faster bids come in, faster I'll expedite them. Last night, we went through posters and magazines from Fred Goodwin's collection, probably for about 2 hours. Y'all kept me on here till after 2 a.m., which was very fun and exciting. But also, we sold a lot of stuff. And in the meantime, I was able last night to low-code even more stuff when I was cleaning up. And I was like, I'll put some of this stuff up for auction. So Fred was really good about organizing stuff. This is all sheet music with Nat King Cole. These are all, like, let me give you an example. This one here is from 1946. Nat King Cole, The Best Man. So this is all sheet music. He's on the front of every one of them. There's Sin for Me. What year is this one? 1957. It's several pieces of Nat King Cole sheet music. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces of Nat King Cole sheet music, $10 start. This is now up for bid. So that's all original 50s sheet music from Nat King Cole, $10 start on those. Eric Clapton also has a bid. Lisa Torres didn't want Whitesnake Gold. She wanted what we call Whitesnake 87. So let me go swap out those CDs right quick for her. So that means Whitesnake Gold is still available. This is $9.99. If you just missed it, we went through a stack of CDs. You got some wind chimes. This is all that's left. That was a great flip video then. I'll put it right here in the front of Laura's auction crate. All right, so Whitesnake Gold is still available for $9.99. It's actually a double CD, 29 tracks. This one has 10, 20, 33 tracks. Golly. All right, there's that. Nat King Cole sheet music. I've also got Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra coming up. There's a lot of other people I could have done too. Fred had I opened up a shoebox and it was like every male vocalist you could think of. Some of them not as big as Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, and Nat King Cole, so I passed on some of those. But they are out in our store for sale, just FYI. We have Iron Maiden, A Matter of Life and Death. Iron Maiden is a 2 LP, new and sealed, $54.99. The Melvins Ozma, looks like Ozma. That's $29.99 for Melvins. And Pearl Jam 10. This is $29.99. Gerald Whitworth wants the Stars CD. He wants the Brightest Stars Anthology. That's sold to Gerald Whitworth for $9.99. Thank you. Death Wish is sold for $15 to Clifford Umstead. Henry's Choice gets Eric Clapton for $15. And Nat King Cole Sheet Music is at 10 with Chad Smith. Thank you. Tyler Childers' Purgatory is $24.99. We have Striper, When We Were Kings. That's on purple vinyl. Striper is $38.99. And Rush, 2112, $36.99. And Led Zeppelin 3, remastered. Led Zeppelin is $33.99. Black Sabbath, Paranoid, 180-gram remaster. Black Sabbath is $33.99. And Deftones Private Music on the purple cover with the fog gray colored vinyl, $34.99. All right, the Nat King Cole Sheet Music is sold to Chad Smith for $10. Thank you, Chad. That's sold to you. Let me go ahead and put this away. And the Brightest Stars, I'll take that into the operations room in just a second. And I will show you the leftover CDs one more time before I put them away. Tyler Childers is sold to Michael Salazar. Let me get finished with this crate. And yeah, there's about this many left from that whole box last night. And probably the first thing I'll do when we're done with vinyl tonight, I'll do the rest of the CDs, and then we're going to do some more posters. Tonight, we'll be doing road posters. There'll probably be a lot more like movie posters tonight. It could be anything. It could be a movie you've never heard of. It could be a Terminator 2 poster. We found a Terminator 2 poster 2 nights ago. Had no idea we even had it, Tanner. It was just rolled up, $95. I looked it up. Some of them go for $200 or $300. I sold it for $95. Poof, it's gone. And Michael Salazar said no Deftones. Okay, never mind. And somebody claimed Deftones this morning. I hadn't even looked over here on this. Somebody claimed Deftones this morning. Who claimed Deftones? Oh, John LaRocca. I see it right here. John LaRocca. Thank you, John LaRocca. Also, I didn't. Your Twitch name. I don't know if you can see this where it's in blue. I can barely even see it. What's it say? Spoof Dog 187. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Yes. Let me make sure I hadn't missed anything else so far. I didn't think anything in here had sold. It hadn't. It hadn't. Manic. This is. No, okay. All this is still available. Next is Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2, $38.99. David Gilmour, On an Island. David Gilmour, $33.99. Michael Salazar said, DT, no Deftones. Sorry, you gave the wrong one. I want Deftones. Holy moly. Okay, well, unfortunately, somebody's already got it before you. You gave something else. What is going on over here? There was 2 claims. Tyler Childers went to Brandon Jones. Tyler Childers goes to Brandon Jones. This here goes to John LaRocca. Michael, there's actually no Deftones available. The one you just seen, somebody else has already claimed it. So if you want it, I can put you on a waiting list. But that is long gone. And then Rammstein Herzeld is $49.99. Black Crows, 3 Snakes and 1 Charm. This is sold to Danny Thomason. If anybody else wants one of those, let me know. And I have Rammstein Zeet. This is $44.99 for Rammstein Zeet. And Peter Murphy Silver Shade. Peter Murphy's $39.99. All right, our next auction is going to be a 1976 Jacksonville press of Paul McCartney and Wings Wildlife. That's going to go up for a $10 start. Put down Michael Salazar on Deftones purple cover, okay? Purple cover. Let's put that on a purple cover, okay? Because there's a couple different versions of that. There's Paul McCartney. And then over here, I have a whole crate of Japanese stuff. And I'm about to bring it a lot closer to me so I can get into some of these right quick. And what's the first Japanese out of here? Holy moly, there's a bunch of good titles tonight. Wow. Goodness. Okay. All right, everybody remain calm. Holy moly. Okay, let's just all take a deep breath. I'm trying to find something that's, goodness gracious, a Japanese box set for 13.4 elevators. I've never heard of such. Okay, here is Three Dog Night, their greatest hits. This is going to go up for a $35 start. $35 start, Three Dog Night Harmony. There's 1 LP. There's the insert. There's the booklet. There's the cover and Obi. $35 start on that. All right, King's X right here. King's X, Manic Moonlight, Gatefold 2 LP with bonus tracks, orange vinyl, $39.99. So in this crate left is King's X, Peter Murphy, Rammstein, David Gilmour, Billy Joe, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Rush, Stryper, Pearl Jam, Melvins, Iron Maiden, Melvins, and Metallica. And somebody requested to show what's left in the CD stack one more time. These are $9.99. Whitesnake Gold, Raging Slab, David Lee Roth, A Little Ain't Enough, David Lee Roth Skyscraper, Rockstar Supernova, Paul Stanley Live to Win. This one is called Sweet F.A. Stick to Your Guns with jewel case damage, though. Jewel case is a little mangled. Lou Reed Rock and Roll Animal, Sympathy X, Twilight and Olympus, Whitesnake Come and Get It, and Talk Show. Those are all $9.99. And then we have Sweet Give Us a Wink, Whitesnake Saints and Sinner, 6 a.m. The Heroin Diaries, Sabotage Poets and Madmen, STP 4, and Shotgun Messiah Second Coming. That's all $9.99. Tim Rory on King's X. That is sold to Tim Rory, R-O-R-I-E. Here comes Paul with another crate delivery. Awesome. And here is Tool Fear Inoculum. Hey, Paul just ran off with the 13-4 Elevators box. Yeah, I don't know. Is that everything? Is that the complete discography? Looks like it. Yeah, that's everything. All right. Everybody's saying our feed is frozen and Facebook is crashing again. Okay. I might, if we have to reboot, I might have to do a system update because I think there's something that had been updated. Mike Overton wants the Lou Reed CD. Let's go ahead and pull one of those for Mike Overton. Thank you on that. And then we're still good. All right. Let me let them know what the problem right now. This is, let me take Jake and Tanner. Jake and Tanner, I'm going to say, all right, we'll probably just make sure it's definitely going to kill the feed. Golly. It's happened 3 days in a row now. It's got to be a software bug. I guarantee something needs updated. So I might as well just restart, right, Paul? Yeah, I might as well just restart. Yep. I'll give it about 30 more seconds. Mike Ospaw claimed Sweet F.A. He did. Okay. And Tim Rory got King's X. Mike Ospaw on Sweet F.A. All right. And then Mark Overton got Lou Reed. We got that. And I just got done sharing everything too. So frustrating. That is a restream issue trying to connect to Facebook servers. Yeah. All right, let me end the feed, and if I need to update, I'm going to make sure everything's up to date over here. Let me just go ahead. I usually wait for Facebook to completely die. It says we're still live. Of course, when I click on it, same thing happens. No, it looks like it just ended it. Yeah, it just ended it. Facebook was live. Okay. Yeah, it's killed our feed. All right, let me end everything. If you can hear me, I got to end all systems. All systems. Facebook failed us again. Let me try to update Restream. So if I'm not right back.